Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Darren, aka the Quad King, and today I just want to come by and talk to you guys a little bit about my business and how it's being affected by the coronavirus or COVID-19. So, I've been a personal trainer for about 4 years now, and I just decided to do it on my own starting November of last year. So, I'm really about 5 months in to doing it on my own and kind of branding out and doing it that way. And of course, with my plans with everything is I want to do in-person training as well as online. So, we'll talk more about the online process of everything later. But just want to talk about how I'm being affected as a small business owner right now during everything with everything being on lockdown. So with me and my business, it's affecting me really hard because I work with the people one on one, and it's hard when everybody's on lockdown. You can't really leave your house unless it's for essential things. And even though I do have a home gym here that I could train out of, I rent space outside of another gym. So I'm an independent contractor at a gym, and most of my clients who I train, a lot of them are afraid to leave their houses unless it's for the grocery store or to go to the bank to pay a bill or something, of that nature. And it makes sense. So it's like you can't really fault someone at a time like this. And then also just knowing that a lot of people are out of work, it kind of affects what I do, because being a personal trainer, like my job or like my services aren't essential, so I can't expect someone to really dig into their savings just to pay for my services, or to continue to hire me, or even put themselves and their families at risk by leaving their house to come train with me. So it's definitely been slow, which kind of sucks, because gearing up to this point is like I was just slowly building up and making momentum, and March was set up to be like my biggest month of income, and just halfway through everything had to stop. So everything stopped, and then now it's like when we do get everything open, I'm gonna owe people sessions that they already paid for, and then I'm hoping that people who were training with me have the money to resume training right away, and not gonna have to like wait maybe until June or July to get started back going. So it's kind of rough. I do have a few clients who have still been sticking with me in training, and that's cool. I'm glad. I appreciate them, and these are people who are still working and they still see the need and the value in the training. So it's cool. I've taken a definite like step back as far as like cash flow wise. But yeah, man, this coronavirus it's hitting hard right now, and it's affecting a lot of small businesses. Like, I'm glad that I'm at the point where I don't own a facility just yet, because if I had just started renting a facility, I'd really be taking it hard, still having to pay rent for that, rent for home, and just regular bills and everything. So it's kind of like rough, and I just basically made the investment to build my home gym. And I'm glad that I did, so I can keep some money coming in during these times. But it's rough, man. I just think about all the other small business owners who have to pay for like rent or whatever type of like bills that they have for whatever equipment they need, plus their regular bills and everything. It's like it's tough. And of course, just being an entrepreneur, you need to save for a rainy day or for a dry month, because you never know when that's gonna come. And that could come at any moment. Any month could just randomly be bad. One of your top clients or top prospects can just decide to drop off and not need your services anymore. So you're always preparing for that. But nobody can prepare for just a complete drought, a complete shutout, because like I'm a grinder, I'm a hustler. I can find new clients and more clients if somebody does decide to drop off, even though like my goal is client retention. But times like these, it's just all I can do is keep putting out content and hope that as soon as everything does open back up, that business can get right back to booming. But it's definitely made everything just take a back seat. Like I was hoping to do like a 90-day challenge with people, 90 days leading up to summer. Now depending on when we get out of this whole lockdown thing, it might be 60 days, it might be 45 days. Different specials I was planning on running, I had to put a lot of that stuff on hold, because like what we're not gonna do. I can't bill people and they can't go to the gym, and I'm not the home workout guru type person. I definitely like to incorporate weights and other machines and equipment, so a lot of my programming is based off of that. So I don't feel right coming to you and saying, oh, I have this at-home program or at-home workout and charging you $20 for something that's like repetitive or not really going to be super beneficial. I'll leave that to somebody else who has that, and that's their market. So yeah, but eventually I do want to move to online training as well as in person and online, and that's just kind of take a little back seat for a little while, just so I can make sure I have the platforms up and make sure I'm getting the website up and everything, so this way I can have people in other states come to me and they can, you know, be trained that way. But yeah, I just want to come in and let you guys know how I'm being affected as a small business owner and what it's doing to me and like my business per se during COVID-19. I know some other people have been able to make that transition really, really well. It's like as soon as everything shut down, I know some people who were just like, they were like, oh, I got this online program out. I got 30 plus videos for you to follow. It's going to be this price, this price. And that's been great. It's like these were the people who were either like planning on doing something like this, or it was already inside of their wheelhouse, inside of their niche, and they were able to make it happen. But as for me, I was focused on getting my in-ground training, like my on-ground training going first, and then branch out to online and seeing what I can do. And I've still been doing research on how to get all that flowing and up and running. So it was like I was kind of just behind the curve a little bit, but then also even with all of that said, it still would have been rough for me to transition, seeing how I do like to have people use weights, even if it's very minimal weights. I do want some type of equipment like a kettlebell, a dumbbell, something like that, some resistance bands. And all of that stuff is going crazy right now. Like it's hard to find resistance bands, dumbbells, kettlebells. I know because I've been looking for some extra equipment for my home gym and it's sold out everywhere. I have clients who are like, hey, I have resistance bands, or if I get some, can you give me a program? And I'm like, yeah, but they can't find them anywhere. So everything is just going crazy right now. Everybody's like running around, but it's just trying to stay calm and keep the peace and hope that everything gets better pretty soon. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to me on Instagram at The Quad King. Like, share, and comment. Peace.